Hello everyone, this is Zaid Hanna with the Hanna Group here at Real Estate 38, and I would like to tell you more about the real estate market and what's really happening in the midst of this COVID-19 and the shelter in place that we're experiencing. So we always start with what's active in the market today. Actually, the inventory has been retracting 390 total actives, while we have 598 pendings. We'll cover that. A lot of people are asking, are those pendings actually closing? Comparing to before the shelter in place, so March 6th of 2020, we had a total of 460, just about 440 to 460, and the total pendings were about 615. So we've gone down quite a bit in inventory from actives, and we're slightly below the pending mark. Now, here's the interesting part. All of last week, we had shelter in place. 110 closings happened. Now, this is from MLS, of course. 110 transactions closed, changed statuses from pending to sold. So what's really open? Essential businesses. Some people are arguing realtors are not essential businesses. We shouldn't be out there. So it depends on which broker you work for. They're telling you to stay home and you shouldn't be showing property. So please respect the rules, the local rules, your broker rules. So what's really actually open and who's working? You have all the banks are working. That's essential. So loans are still happening. Escrows are actually all working. So they're not open to the public. Brick and mortar is not open. However, they're actually, once, for example, they get a contract, they can process it via email. This whole cloud of whether it be video conferencing or file transfer and whatnot, this is the new era. We all know coming out of this COVID-19, we're not going to be the same, meaning what worked before may not work moving forward. And this is part of it, guys. So escrow is still working via email. In fact, when the loan documents show up, they show up to escrow and they will hire a mobile notary to go to the buyer's house, to go to the seller's house to get actually notarized and signed up. Once those documents come back, the bank will fund. Everything is via wire from the bank to escrow, from the buyer to escrow. And once they have all the documents, actually the county recorder's office can do e-recording. So we can actually close the transaction all via online. No one can actually show up, and that's happening. So the only little hiccup that we have in the middle of the transactions are appraisals. Appraisers, some of them are not going out. Some of them are going out. I'm not going to mention which bank is which. You can call me about that and I'll tell you exactly who are sending appraisers out to the property. So if you have a transaction and the appraiser needs to go out, that is pending on the appraiser to go. Now, if the property is vacant, it's a lot easier to go and inspect it, meaning appraise it. If it's occupied, then some of the appraisers are a little hesitant to go out. So that's the only hurdle that we're seeing. Of course, the laws are constantly changing to say that's essential, because some people will argue that, hey, from a financial standpoint, a real estate transaction with the loan is essential, and the only thing that's getting in the way is the appraiser, so therefore we may override that. So that is yet to come. It's not been overridden, and nor has it been identified as it's an essential. So that's the only thing that's kind of getting in the way of closing the transaction. If you're a cash deal, you can close within 10 days, within 5 days, within 25 days. That's not a problem at all. So that's what's happening from the real estate side of it. We're still closing deals. Agents are still listing properties to go on the market. So if you're seeing that, don't be surprised. And if you guys have any specific questions, feel free to reach out to me, 408-515-1613. And please be safe, exercise caution. Let's go ahead and do what we can do to suppress this outbreak. If you need, again, anything from me, reach out in any platform and I'm here to help. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.